Good morning, everybody, and welcome once again to another fantastic edition of the Practice Gratitude Success Show. And I've got a returning co-host who's been on several times, and I'm sure she'll be on several more times again. But Karen Palmer is introducing again for the second time Global Peace Going Viral Week. Now, Karen's an author, she's a speaker, she's a mindfulness instructor, a yoga instructor. She's written children's books. She created a game for children. Her whole thing is about protecting children, animals, the elderly, which include people like myself. And she's just an awesome lady. I've never seen anybody has more energy than Karen has. Anyways, Karen, thank you so much for being here once again today. Let's rock off. Let's get this thing started. This Global Peace Week. How are you today?
I'm doing just great. I'm so happy to be here with all of you. And I'm just so honored. Yay, Lisa, I'm so glad we're all here together.
Now, did you already have anything going on this morning? Any periscopes or anything like that yet today?
I will be pretty much doing things most of the week on Periscope, Blab. We have instant teleseminar. I was going to go over all that stuff with you just so that people can go to globalpeace.earth and they can see all the incredible schedule that we have and all of our beautiful partners in peace, including Bob and Terry and Lynn. And I mean, I'm just so grateful. You know, I want to share some things that came through this morning that I just want you to, there's an echo.
I don't hear one. I can mute mine though.
I hear an echo too.
I don't hear one on mine.
Yes, globalpeace.earth is it. Is that better, guys? That's better for me now. I don't hear an echo anymore. All right, so the first thing I want to talk to you about is our new partners for May. First of all, I want you guys to know what we're doing. You know, how Global Peace Project got started in the first place was I am a very spiritually gifted person, and I receive intuitive messages, and I felt a real strong, when you get inspired, that means you're in spirit. So when you are in spirit, you will get ideas that are divinely guided through you. And it's about your receptivity. It's about you enhancing your receptivity to how we manifest things in this reality. So what happened was I started to be really inspired by Martin Luther King. And I felt like his spirit was guiding me to start the Global Peace Project. And so is everybody hearing me okay? Bob, can you hear me okay? You have yourself muted.
I can hear, but I'm mute because I don't want the echo.
Okay, you can hear me okay. All right, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't echoing or sounding like I was talking into a frog horn. Does everything sound good? All right, awesome. Oh, yay. Thank you, Christy, Kelly. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here. So what happened was Global Peace Day was born, and it was just me. It was just me doing broadcasts and going everywhere and doing everything I could possibly do to connect with people who would, we had Periscope trains and we had blabs, but it was so much for one person. And I was starting to feel like, you know, this is too big for just me. And as I started sending that out into the universe, I said, I really want to attract a partner in peace. I need somebody who I can really trust and somebody who I can really, hey, Tara, welcome. So where somebody who I can totally trust and somebody who I can really express this vision and really expand it. Because what happens, you guys, is your soul is constantly calling you to grow. Your soul is always asking you to expand. So if we're open to receptivity and we enhance our receptivity and we stay connected in spirit, then we will be inspired to do something else. So Global Peace Day was a huge success and it exploded, and people were constantly coming to me and saying, you know, that was so great. What else can we do? What else can we do? So # Global Peace going viral. I started thinking about what I did with Global global kindness. And I thought, okay, let's see how we could do this. Let's see how we could do this. So my partner, who is my co-partner in my mastermind, and my partner in peace and prosperity, peaceful prosperity, is Astra. And she is this incredible webmaster. And she reached out to me and said, you know what, I'd love for you, I'd love for you to really, she said, I'd love to be a part of the Global Peace Project, but if this is something you want to do by yourself, I'll back off. I was like, oh my God, no. Yes, you are just what I've been praying for. You are just what I've been, you know, and we sat down and we started talking about it. And I said, what if we could get more partners? And what if we could get more people? And yes, Astra is my partner. You guys can go to our website. It's visibilityvessel.com, visibilityvessel.com. And you can read all about all the great stuff that we're doing with incredible visionaries and change agents and peacemakers. And we're bringing together, this is what we started to do. So Global Peace Week in March was the most incredible experience. And I said, I learned so much in that time because it was all about really backing off and letting God and the universe and source give me that receptivity and enhancing my receptivity, and realizing that everyone that I was meeting was part of the co-creation process, and that was part of the mission. And so I had to kind of let go of my vision of what I thought that it needed to be, and I started to embrace the people who were asking me if they could be a partner. And so I invite everyone to be partners. You know, if you are feeling called in any way that you want to, you know, you can go to the globalpeace.earth and you can see there's tons of hashtags, there's tons of pre-tweets, there's pre-made posts that you can use. The more the merrier. Exactly, Bob. And so the more that we get, the more that this grows. So now, so in March, the Hay House radio came in. And then in March, we had the global shift came in. We also had the master shift come in, and we had the 1 billion acts of kindness for Mother Earth. So we decided that we would expand this. Yes, I know. So we decided that we would expand this and have it grow. And so we decided for April, in honor of Earth Day, I decided that what we would do for, Astor and I got together and talked about it, and we would do every third week of the month will be Global Peace Week. So every third week of every month, going up until September. In September, we will have Global Peace Month, where we are teaming up with the international, hey Rick, welcome. So every third week, perfect. I should get that hashtag. Great job, Bob. You know what we're doing with those hashtags. Global Peace going viral, because this is what we do, is we get people excited about what it is. And this is how the co-creation process works. So this is how it worked, you guys. This is how it happened. So glad that you're here, and Larry too. Yay! This is such a beautiful community that you have created yourselves. And this is how, when we create communities, we expand and grow. And when we trust that everyone is part of the mission, then we will really stop being attached to the outcomes and attached to what the results are, and really let the universe conspire to bring us our desire. It's that simple. So now we have teamed up with, oh my God, you guys are going to love this. It's Global Love Day. So hashtag Global Love Day is on May 1st. and we have teamed up with the founder and co-founder of Global Love Day. So I will be doing everything I can to help have Global Love Day going viral on May 1st. And then in May, we're teaming up. I want to tell you about Feeding America. So we have Feeding America as one of our partners. And you can learn more about it. So, okay, so let me get this for you. The feedingamerica.com is an organization that is doing amazing work to help feed America. When we get together and we make a difference, this is what, yes, Feeding America, feedingamerica.com, and Diane Aviv is the Feeding America, feedingamerica.com. And if we donate by Earth Day on Friday, we can help rescue 35 million pounds of food. So I made a donation, and I talked with them, and the outrageous truth is, on the average, over 190 million pounds of safe, edible food are thrown away every single day. 190 million pounds. With our help, we can change that. In the next 5 days, you can help rescue 35 million pounds of food. I made a donation of $35. You can make a donation of $10, $15, $5, $1. Whatever you can donate is going to be so helpful. So in the next 5 days, you can help rescue 35 million pounds of food through Feeding America nationwide network and all the food banks, including more than a few tomatoes, and put that food in the hands of families who are needing it the most. So your gift today will solve a problem that is almost absurdity. Simple logistics. Fresh, nutritious food must be transported very quickly to these food banks and food pantries, and Feeding America will do that with our help. So that's another partner of ours. So that's about all the great news I have. I'm really excited. I'd love to hear anything you'd like to share, Bob.
Yeah, I like how do they do that, Karen? How do they save the food?
I'm not sure how. All I know is that that they're doing it, and that if we can donate, we can help. We can help too. Basically, it's not really about how they're doing it. It's about why they're doing it, and that's to feed people in America. And this is a big project that Tony Robbins got started. He's donated like billions of dollars also, but this is what we can do in our part, in our corner of the world. I had $35. This is what means spirit. This is when you're in spirit. When you have $35 and you know you could give $35, that's living an abundant lifestyle. That's living in abundance. That's not in scarcity. When I know that I can go out into my kitchen and make myself something to eat, and make myself a delicious smoothie, and take good care of myself, and I have money in my bank, and I have money in, that I can pay my bills, I can give $35 to help somebody who's starving.
Exactly. Yeah, and probably
that's being an abundant lifestyle. That today I'm going to be talking about that on Periscope. Today at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we do our Raise Your Vibe. So you can go to periscope.tv positively 123. I'll put that on there because that's hard for you to remember. But at 4 p.m. we're manifesting Monday. So I'm going to be talking to you the 7 keys to manifesting anything. And I want you guys to understand that when I share these information with you and you feel inspired to do something, that's your enhanced receptivity. You attracted this. So it's up to you what you do with it. That's how it works.
I love it, Karen. I was on your Periscope last week, 2 days in a row, and it was my first time ever doing Periscope. It was so cool.
Isn't it the best? We have the best community there.
I'm gonna start doing them from my island where Andy, where the Grua Fiesta Island is. I'm gonna start doing them over there pretty soon.
I love that idea, Bob. I would love to help you and help you to get your following and help you to get moving in the direction so that you can really. I suggest that every person who wants to do Periscope when they get started is that they commit to themselves to do 3 Periscopes a day, 10 minutes at each time. And make sure that you have a topic that, like what you're doing with gratitude, but you have to really remember what I've been talking to you about. It's WIIFM. What's in it for me? You know, the person your audience who's listening is going to be asking, I'm busy, I got stuff going on, but I do want to manifest. So I'm going to take the time to listen to her.
Did you say 3 times a day?
Yes, I encourage when you get started. Yes, it's positively 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
I posted it in here. It's Periscope TV / positively 1, 2, 3. But when you start Periscoping, I encourage you to, because you will reach and you will know what time of the day works the best. You'll start to, but for 10 days in a row, this is how I do it. I challenge myself and I get into other people's Periscope challenges. Like right now I'm in Bonnie L. Frank's True You Periscope challenge. But what I encourage you to do is that when you get started, it's positively. It's right. I typed it correctly up there on my. I typed it correctly.
All right.
It's tricky. I know it's tricky to get all these links and everything, but I encourage you to do it 3 times a day because wow. 10 minutes out of your time, that's an hour out of your day. So, actually it's a half hour because 10 minutes a day, 3 times a day is 30 minutes. So it's a half an hour out of your day, but you are starting to create your community and you're starting to know who's going to be watching you, who's going to be listening to you. You saw when you came into my Periscope, Bob, you saw I greeted everybody.
Right.
I made sure that I introduced you to everybody. This is why I have we're moving into almost 1,500 followers on Periscope, and Blab is growing too. It's all about really consistent content that inspires.
Well, I love that. And then, so after you do it for 10 days, then you just figure you find one time to do it.
Then you put into your profile and on Instagram and on Facebook daily 4 p.m. I do daily 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then I'm committed to that. So I know that that's when I'm going to do and that's when people know that they can come and they can be a part of what we're doing. I always make sure that in my title I do what we're talking about. Like today is Manifesting Monday, Thursday was Thankful Thursday, Friday was Freedom Friday. So we talk about how we can. Freedom Friday was all about limiting beliefs. So we talked about our limiting beliefs and we talked about how those limiting beliefs aren't helping us to manifest.
Exactly. No, it's yeah.
So today, that's what we'll be going into. So if you guys go to the Periscope today, we will be going through how allowing works, the art of allowing, and allowing your manifestation to become a reality. That's what we're going to be talking about today.
Hey, Karen, let me ask: are you friends with Susan Shearer Young? She wrote the book How to Allow.
I don't think so. I don't know who that is.
I will hook you up today. I will hook you up. She's been on my show a couple of times. She's been on
awesome.
Yeah,
that's the whole process of, we are creators of our experience and everything is lined up for us, just waiting for us. It's all lined up for us. The only thing that we have to do is get ourselves into the alignment of believing we deserve it.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, and just being in a good mood is the most important way to be playful, have fun, bring that energy everywhere you go. And if you do feel like you're not feeling playful, and you don't feel like you're feeling joyful, and you don't feel like, then don't broadcast. You know?
Unless you have one scheduled, unless you have a broadcast scheduled, then you
Well, if
better
you have
show
a
up.
broadcast scheduled and you don't feel like doing it, ask somebody else to do it for you. You
Really?
know,
Okay.
don't do something because you feel obligated. Don't do things out of obligation. Do things
Okay, I'm
out
out
of
of here.
joy. Do things out of joy.
That's fun. No, I mean, I mean, if you're committed to doing something like for a certain time, just like this show here. I mean, there's been times where like I've been running around trying to get here, and I almost would wish that there wasn't one going on today. It's like, gosh, I wish there wasn't going on today, but it's like you make the show has to go on, right?
Well, you're making a commitment, which is true, but you can always ask for help. There's no weakness in asking for help. If you were to say to me, Karen, I'm having a really shitty day and I'm just not feeling like gratitude. I don't feel like going on and talking about gratitude today. I just am not in the vibration of that. Would you consider, you know, doing a 10 or 15 minute talk for me and just letting people know that I'll be back tomorrow? I would totally hop on and do that for you.
Yeah, like because you don't have anything else to do. You kind of like always looking for something to do anyways, right?
No, I mean, just because that's what I'm what I'm saying though is we have to let go of the feeling of obligation and really let joy be our guide, you know?
But I think you can also put yourself into that vibration too. Just like when you come on, I've watching your periscopes the last few days. You know, at 4 o'clock, and then like, and you're singing, you're dancing, you're moving. So even if you weren't in a really good mood, you probably can put yourself there just by moving.
Yes, you definitely can. You definitely can. It's about riding up that feeling level. You know, when you're feeling content. And, you know, you can easily raise your vibration up by turning on good music and dancing around. And not only that, if you go back into your mind, your brain, and you start thinking about things that you've already accomplished or things that you've already done, you'll feel that feeling of pride and excitement. And that will start to raise you up so that you feel more in alignment with your true self. So yes, you can definitely do that. But also, I really believe that it's so important that you give to yourself first, so that if you don't give to yourself first, then you don't have anything to give to anybody else.
Right.
So I make that a practice, just like what I talked to you about the 7 divine steps to a beautiful morning. You know, I make that my own practice. I'm practicing what I preach, believe me.
I know you are. I want to share something with you right here. Now, this is something I have hanging up on my vision board. I'm just going to pull the camera over here real quick and show that. If you can see that thing hanging up right there.
That's awesome.
Where? Okay, it's lost. Where is it? Okay, but
yes, Lisa, playing happy songs helps, especially
happy
clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. That's one of the best songs to get you in that mood of happiness. Exactly. And then our theme song that we do on Periscope, and I'd love for you guys to come into our Periscope, so you can click on that link, Periscope TV positively 123. Maybe I'll put it in the right way so you can have it the right way.
Yeah, let's put it in the right way. Just because I don't think you can get a link. Maybe you can. I don't know.
I can make it into a link, I think.
Put the HTTP first. But the thing that I showed up there was a love letter that I wrote to myself.
That's awesome.
On both sides of the paper, it's an actual. It's an actual love letter about all the things that I was proud about in my life that I've done, even like going back like to 2nd grade and things like that. So it's just a reminder. I see every morning I look up and I see this sitting there, and I'm not reading it every day. I just know that it's there. I just know that these are a lot of cool things that I've done that I'm proud about for myself. So it's just a cool reminder.
Absolutely. And you know, when you get into that vibration of feeling gratitude for what you've already accomplished,
Cool.
then you start to be more excited about your action steps, you know, for what you're going to be doing today. So, you know, for my action step, I told you guys about Hay House. I'm actually sending letters to several of the different Hay House radio hosts to see if I can have a reoccurring spot on their show.
And that is so awesome. Now, going back, the story, you were homeless years ago. Years ago,
Yes.
you were living inside of your car, and then you were reading your Louise Hay's book.
Yes, You Can Heal Your Life. I was reading You Can Heal Your Life. I was reading You'll See It When You Believe It. And I was reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I was reading You'll See It When You Believe It by Wayne Dyer and Think and Grow Rich. And I was visualizing the life I'm leading right now.
And you actually wrote a letter to Louise Hay. She's reading your letter right now about that story.
Yes.
That is just so awesomely. It's just so cool.
I was able to, thank you so much, Lisa. I was able to connect and make a connection with Diane Ray, who is now a friend of mine, and we have become really close, and she's been helping me to get in touch with all the Hay House radio hosts and Hay House authors, and we're going to be doing some really great stuff together. I'm really excited.
I'm so excited for you. I love Hay House. I used to listen to it every Monday when she hosted Wayne Dyer every Monday.
Yes, I know.
I was always on that show.
Okay, all right. True story. This is the truth. I'm a spiritual medium, so I have a gift where I'm able to connect with people who have passed over that are on the other side. And Wayne Dyer started coming to me in September of last year. And I started getting, you know, like he said, you wake up in the morning. I would wake up at, you know, early in the morning, and I knew it was him, and I knew he was giving me guidance. And that's being in spirit. That's listening. That's enhancing your receptivity. We all have this opportunity to connect with the non-physical teachers. We all have this opportunity. And so what happened for me was he was saying to me, it's time for you, Karen, to really stop playing so small, and it's time for you to really share your gifts. I'm going to need you to continue my message.
That is so cool. Anytime you want to share something, let me know. I want to listen to it, because I've been following him since my mother gave me his first book back in 1978. I have been following Wayne Dyer, so he's like my main mentor. I got a lot of them, but he's the main one. Still is.
He is, and what he's been able to do, and what he explained to me, is that he left his physical body consciously. He was self-realized. He was, you know, he was self-mastery. He showed us what's possible, just like Jesus did. You know, he showed us what's possible, just like Buddha did, just like all the spiritual teachers have taught us, that we can leave our body consciously. You know, but he left his body, and he is now on the other side, and his spirit is guiding Global Peace Project.
Awesome. That is.
And so is Maya Angelou, and so is George Harrison, and so is John Lennon. All of these people, I have what's called the Council of Kindness on the other side. And when I'm an astral traveler, so I do astral projections. And when I'm sleeping, I go to these places, and I get the ideas.
Pretty cool people to tap into right there. That's awesome. That's great. Hey, Karen, we have to run, but is there anything you want to say right before we get out of here? What direction, or what do you want to tell us today before we close out?
I just want you to enhance your receptivity. Enhance your receptivity. Trust that you are being divinely guided. Trust in your inner voice. Trust in, as Louise Hay would say, trust in your inner ding. Your inner ding is that little calling inside of you that says, yes, let me get involved with Feeding America. Yes, let me get involved with Global Love Day. Yes, let me reach out to Karen on globalpeace.earth. Yes, I know I can be a part of this. If you feel that, then act on it. That is what we are here, co-creating this human experience together.
Thank you so much for doing this, Karen. I really appreciate you, all the love and joy and inspiration that you're bringing, and this whole co-creation thing that you're bringing to all of us. I honor you. I appreciate that. And I'm going to hook you up with our good
and
friends.
At 9:30 tonight, 9:30 this morning, Pacific Standard Time, go check out our schedule. We are so full. We have so many awesome topics that we're going to be talking about. But at 9:30, it's one of my favorite topics. It's the self-love expert, Reba Linka. She wrote Imagine Self-Love, and she is a top Daily Om blogger. She's got a program on Daily Om, and we're going to be talking about how self-love creates inner peace, which will create world peace.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, we have tomorrow we have a person that a lot of the people here know. He's a marketer. Many years ago, Stephen Krivda. I met him during a 100-day business building challenge a couple of years back, and he's
awesome.
Yeah, he's a real fun guy. He'll be here tomorrow. So if you get a chance, come in and check out the show tomorrow. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody. And Karen, before you go, could you do us one more hashtag?
Hashtag global peace going viral. Hashtag global peace going viral. Global peace going viral.
I love that. Thank you so much, Karen. So I'll definitely be on your
guys.
I'll be on your periscope later. I'll be on your periscope.
How awesome it is to see your dreams coming true right before your eyes. Do you know what that feels like? It feels like heaven on earth. And I'm so excited to be co-creating this with all of you. Keep listening to your inner ding and really trust your own inner guidance, because you are so important. If you're hearing this, you know there's something bigger in store for you. There is no way that you could have attracted this into your life if this wasn't the thing that you have been asking for too. So thank you so much.
You see that hashtag I just put? You better go get that hashtag.
The inner ding. I don't think I could take that. That's Louise Hay. She talks about that all the time. I love her, and Robert Holden did a beautiful book called Life Loves You, and I highly recommend that. I'm actually reaching out to Robert Holden right now. He has the Happiness Project. So I'm hoping that we can team up and bring this together and expand it and grow it and just keep growing.
You will. People will be searching you out. I guarantee that.
Well, that's what my friend, tomorrow I interview the founder of the Master Shift. And she started the Master Shift in 2012. And she has a huge following and a huge group of people who have been focusing on this Master Shift. And she's inspiring. I mean, and we are going to be doing some amazing stuff together. And she said to me, we're not going to have to reach out to anybody. They're going to be reaching out to us real soon.
I know, for sure. Well, thank you so much, Karen. I really appreciate you. I'll be on your...
Thank you. And if you guys can come in, go to the globalpeace.earth and check out all the links are there. You just click on the link and you'll be popping right in with us.
Awesome. Thanks, Karen.
You can just join anyone and we'll have all the replays up also. I'll also be promoting, and please use hashtag global peace going viral in all your posts, in all your tweets. If you see it, retweet it. If you see the hashtag, retweet it. If you see the hashtag, like it, smile around it. Make it happen, you guys. We can do this together.
I believe it. The more the merrier. Just get the momentum going. We got that going. Just keep it going.
That's how it works. The more momentum that we put into what we believe is possible. When I was living out of my car and when I was homeless and I was reading these books and I was thinking, God, that's like, how can I possibly do that? I had to let go of the how and be ready for the wow. And each day I did a little action step toward my dream. And each day I started to do what I could do in my position. And then every day things got a little bit better, and that's how it works.
Awesomeness.
Even if you're homeless, that's how it works. You can dig yourself out of anything with a positive, beautiful change in your self-talk and the way that you treat yourself and the way that you feel about yourself. Because my limiting belief at that time was I deserved this. I believed that I deserved the treatment that I was having. And I didn't see the world as friendly. I thought it was a very mean, horrible place. One of the greatest questions you can ask yourself is what Albert Einstein said is the world a friendly place or a hostile place? If you see it as a friendly place, then you'll see friendliness everywhere.
Right. Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Are you a good witch or a bad? Exactly, like Glenda. All of these beautiful messages are all pieces to help us to remember who we really are.
I love reminders.
Yeah, great reminders. Okay, I love you guys.
Bye-bye. See you, Karen.
Yeah, come into the Periscope if you can at 4 p.m. We'll be doing Manifesting Monday. You'll love it.
I'll be there. See you later.
Okay.